Hello. So we're going to go through a bit more Beyond. I'm just trying to fill out the divine items list, and then presumably I'll move on to the blueprints. So we're getting there, maybe a quarter of the way through, give or take. But before we go on, I just want to go through what I currently have listed as my favourites. My strategies have changed a little bit, mostly on account of having unlocked most of the masteries by this point. But also my priorities have changed as I've been playing a bit more. So Divine Pickaxe is ridiculously useful. That will take care of all your money problems on its own. It's still a bit of a gamble though. Friendly Fire, I'm not sure how I feel about that these days. If you get any strangers on your level, it's very useful and it can solve levels by itself, especially if used in conjunction with things like mucilage or the any of the items that spawn strangers, so your matchbook or your like your hobo bundle, I forget what that's actually called, the one that summons more nomads. But if you have any stage mods that inflict damage on monster reveal, Friendly Fire will kill you. So that's a gamble. Bellows, I've recently had a Bellows run. I've never really had one before, even though I have unlocked the item. This is incredible. So discover a 5 or greater against burning. The main thing about this is, if you already have burning cells on the stage, they have a 5% chance of just making more burning cells. So this will just make more and more and more fire. Yeah, so it's kind of it's Friendly Fire plus really, but you do have to get that initial burning to come off, and even then it's a 1 in 20 chance of it making more burning. Have I got? I don't particularly favour that many consumables. Magic, Paragon Rod, definitely the best item in the game. This is Black Rose for good items, although it can generate omens. But it allows you to pick and choose what items you collect. You're not guaranteed to get the items you want, but the way to use it is to wait until the end of a level and not pick up any loot, then use it, and you get your choice of whatever items were generated from that loot. You don't have to pick them up, and any you do pick up, well, it'll fill out your inventory, but it's just worth picking and choosing very good things. But this does allow you to gain some very good items, and I gather that there are 2 ways to play through the Endless Multiverse. This is one of them, the Witch Mastery is the other. And then finally, the Crystal Veins. I would normally go for Mustache. Mustache is better, it's a much better item. Crystal Veins, by virtue of being 16 coins, you have a chance of actually getting it, whereas Fake Mustache, you need a very particular kind of run to make that one work. Also, some of the items work particularly well with certain kinds of emblems if you're playing through Beyond mode, so bear that one in mind. Maybe I'll go over those a little bit later on, but for now. So you can see we've unlocked divines for Christmas, which is a bit difficult to get because you can't get snowballs these days. It just so happened that I played through a lot of the game over Christmas and just generated 30-something snowballs. I'd need to do Green Vein. Yeah, let's try for Green Vein. Rope. You know, I've played so many tower runs and just haven't generated the rope artifact. In fact, no. Let's not do Green Vein. Let's do Rope. If I'm going to go for Green Veins, I'll spend 3 Green Veins. So we'll go for Rope, we'll go for Oil, and we'll go for Womb. I like Womb not as the final stage because it's a very upsetting kind of board. I might as well play Rope on the first one because I have so many ropes. There's a bit of a story behind that, which I'll... oh, there we go. I was playing... I got a recommendation on Reddit to play through with the emblem that gives you the Windy mod 3 times on every level, plus 3 smoke bombs. And they said that the way to use that is to replay stage 1 as many times as you can. So play through smoke bomb, play through smoke bomb, and you generate a lot of items that way. A lot of the items will be permanently removed once you finally run out of smoke bombs and have to actually finish level 1. But by that point you'll have a lot of cash and you'll have a lot of items. And actually the Tornado Alley emblem is particularly easy to get a win with. You're not guaranteed, but it's easy. But it's also a very good way, because you're playing level 1 so many times, of repeatedly generating artifacts. So I had a lot of success with just generating ropes, and I think I did get some other artifacts from that run, but I think it was only because I had rasp, so I was generating a statue every round, and I had the other thing. That's got to be one of them, and I'm gonna guess at that. Yes. Yeah, I think I had a few miracle seeds plus rasp, so the final stage was enormous, which meant it generated a lot of loot because a lot of zero value cells. The rasp meant that I kept generating mystic statues, and I had a magic smoke bomb. So I was repeatedly playing the final stage on a very large board indeed. So I was, I think I managed to get a paragon rod at some point. So I think I filled out my codex on that run, and got myself set for life on, is it gunpowder that you get from the minefield? It's some kind of explosive item anyways. But yeah, I'm never going to need any more of those artifacts. The one I'm really crying out for at the moment actually is wood, because my favourite artifact for playing Beyond mode with at the moment is definitely the walking stick. The walking stick is just a really solid item. I used to Oh, lovely. I used to favour friendly fire. I mean, friendly fire is reliable. It's good. It is a bit of a gamble, but when it's very likely to be good. And honestly, in this game, very likely to be good is about the best you can hope for. But walking stick is always going to be good. I mean, particularly playing spy, it just opens up mod leaning, and that's all I want. This isn't proving particularly challenging so far, although I'm looking at a bit of a situation up here. But no matter. We'll see how many monsters we have left at the end of the board, and that might give us some more information. Until then. I really am only playing Beyond to just get more divines, but I think I've already unlocked all of the divines that I actually want to use. Some of them are... divines are funny. I mean, we've pretty much actually got the wiki... It's not finished, but it's functionally quite strong now, and there's plenty of material up there to... oh man. Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't mind it. Yes, there's enough material for it to be a very useful resource now, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we do have all the items up there now, so that's nice. But in particular as well, we also have all the divines, thanks to a person on Reddit who pretty much just filled them all out for me. They are both around 3, I know that. So this is safe to solve. Super. But yeah, some of the divines, some of them really aren't an improvement. But it's all entirely situational stuff. Some of them are just better. Ugh. And yeah, that's not that big a deal. Oh, you sass. No, no sir. Interesting. Quite interesting. This is powerful. But it depends what potions you get, and I don't have any magic items, so I can't use mana potions. I don't have enough health to survive a hit, so big whoop. That's interesting. That is nothing. That's nothing. Not now, anyway. And also getting a 6 are not good enough for me to spend money on that. That's just 3 minions for 30 gold, and reveal a target cell. I'll take it. I know it'll get destroyed by my omen, but that's fine. Defense, omen, coin, armor. I think you go armor. I think it pays off. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Because this is chromatic and I'll need all the help I can get. And Huskbane is just the canker one. The canker one is... yeah, he's nothing. Compared... Although on electric, that's interesting. Right, I can't actually determine anything in particular from this board. That was really lucky. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and I think we have a kicking off point. However, with this being chromatic, this is not going to be a particularly easy ride. And no, we don't like that. Right. One of these two has to be, because that can't be because it's on fire. Now, one of these must be, so this can't be. And one of these two must be, so this can't be. Then, if one of these two, because of this is, then these can't be. These two, these can't be. Okay. And I think that's all I can safely determine. And those two. That's a good start. And it's opened up just a little bit of the board, which is really what I was after. If hidden cell contains at least a 3. Spawn 3 minions. I mean, that is going to be a pop it and drop it, because I cannot use it more than once. I'm not... okay, one of these, so that must be. Which means that these can't be. And that can't be. So that must be. Doesn't do you many favours, but it helps. I may well be missing something here, but I don't see any safe solves here. And that is a real worry. Oh yes. Shouldn't gamble. Should not gamble there. I mean, my other option is to try to use this somewhere. Oh, you know, I could have used that on one of the lean cells. I'll bear that in mind in the future. It's time to guess. We don't like to guess. Okay, so that is safe, which means that this must be a mine. Okay. We've proved that this isn't. But where do you go from here? It's, yeah. I'm gonna guess at these. Ooh, got it wrong. Got it. Oh, of course I have very good armour. I wondered how I survived that. Well, that's fine. I mean, armour is just, you know, a license to make a few mistakes, frankly. At least on this difficulty level. That has to be one. And these, so yeah. That has to be. And then that is safe. So these two. That must be. And that's... I mean, it's not the most relaxing game. I do enjoy it. It does give me the fear. Right, if one of these... Certainly, if one of this... One of these two must... No. It's frozen that I really don't like. it's my absolute least favourite. I'm going to guess. That was lucky. Yeah, it's definitely my least favourite elemental ability. Well, you know, effect. Oh, plus I've made the cankers massive. I'm not going to gain any more. Did the cankers come directly off your health? Yes, they do. So, theoretically, I could just strip them down a bit. Any more health I can use? No. Right, 1, 2... That means that this is safe, so that must be a mine. Really? It was a mine. That wasn't a mine. Oh, that's not how you start this. Is this even solvable? I know that that isn't a mine. I think that's the mine. Yeah. Tricky. Very tricky. They just keep getting bigger. I thought they only got to size 2. Well, there's an issue. I just realised why Huskbane is potentially bad. How much is left? Oof. Gosh, that's not good. It's not doing well at all. I don't really like the odds of this run, to be honest. Anyways, I know that one of these two must be. I know that... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, so this... 3... That's fully satisfied, so that must be enough. Regenerating more. Whenever you make a mistake in crew, spawn 3 Anchor. I thought you already had all your dark arts over there. In a way, Huskbane is bad. In a different way, he's more annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, okay. Fine. I mean, I know it was difficult to solve down there, but it needed to be done. You can't just avoid the side parts forever. Right, well, we've accidentally released him. But he's only got a small channel to pass through, so it might take him a while to pathfind through it, because he... I mean, the enemies barely have AI in this. I don't have my mastery ability because this is Beyond and you don't really get that as Spy. I don't really have any other tools, and that's a problem. I think we're going to have to solve around the big lad here. Oop. Yep, here we go. He's free. Would you stop that? You're gonna die. The trouble is when I get into one of these kinds of runs where the odds are very much kind of stacked against you. Oh, yeah, Celestial Scarab would have paid out. It's a little bit difficult to really feel like properly getting into it when I'm just getting slapped about so much. That is safe, meaning that one of these two has to be. How to tell, where's my key? Okay. And even then, I'm not doing much with this. Yeah, okay, one of these must be, so that can't be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fortunate. Yes, I like that a lot. And yeah, you'll eat items for sure. I'm not really entirely sure why I took mucilage in the first place. Or is it mucilage? Because unless you have friendly fire, it's not going to do that much good. Oh. One of these two must be. Yes, so this is safe. Oh, gosh. that one. And we've proved that that one's safe, so that must be a 9. That may be as far as we get though. 1, 2, 3. So that is safe, that is safe. Pop then. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all fully satisfied. 1, 2, 3, 4 around the forward lean. Okay. 1, 2, so that's safe. Sucks, but it's safe. 1, 2, so that's safe. So that's a 9. I reckon that is probably a mine. It's possibly difficult to tell. No, I think you can tell. No, it isn't a mine because that's a mine. Which means I believe this has to be a mine. So if that means that that one is covered, so that must be a mine. Yeah. I would probably do better if I just committed to solving one area rather than bouncing around here and there. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'll always have a 0. That's lovely stuff. With this stage having burning cells, it does mean that I'm having to card those... having to card the burning cells. But okay. That has to be a mine. Then these two can't be, this must be at least one mine. Oh boy. Okay, good, good. So we've determined that that's a mine, so that must be a mine. Meaning that 1, 2, 3 mines. 81 to go. I really wish that you could just get a better prize pool for solving these really savage mods. There's not all mods are created equal, sure, and I realise you gain additional loot if you have a lot of mods, but loot is only so useful in this difficulty. Okay, we know that's safe. So one of these two must be, so this cannot be. Which means that these are okay. That means that these are okay. Well, that made me jump. But I do like to see a blueprint completed. That's very good news. Right, we know that, yep, so that's a... yes. Okay. I've definitely made some mistakes this run, but I think we're bringing it back to a degree. Atmosphere. Just one of these two for sure. It's not in. Oh yeah, it's not enough information to be good though. That is a mine. Sorry, no, that's safe. Yes. That is safe. This must be a mine, right? No, don't ask. Prove it. That one is covered. That's covered. So this is the only space around the 3. So yeah. So that's a mine. That is not a mine. That is a mine. And it's... I don't believe it's actually possible to solve that without taking some kind of damage. Good. Wonderful. And I think that will come directly from my health, because it's fire. So this board may not be completely solvable. Especially if you do things like that. Well, it still has some juice in it. So my only real choice, my only chance rather, is to find one red heart. Or to get lucky and find an item. Like a single minion might do it. Oh, I know that that's a mine. So this must be safe. So this and this. And I believe this. No. Oh boy. This is safe. That means that actually this... This is ridiculous, come on man. This are mines. So one of these two. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see where I made a mistake. This is looking very unlikely to just solve at all. Also lost some max health somewhere and I'm not... Oh, it's because the monsters are null on here. So I really shouldn't have survived that. It's not often null helps you out, is it? But... Take a guess, why not? Take a chance on me. I'm really not feeling hopeful at all. Plus the cankers are starting to really get on my nerves. Yeah, I think it might be sort of getting up to guessing time. And frankly, I don't enjoy dealing with a board that does this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.